continue our reading. Evengelii, Gaudium, the joy of the Gospel, the apostolic exhortation on the proclamation of the Gospel in today's world by Pope Francis. Paragraph 42. Mission embodied within human limits. All of this has great relevance for the preaching of the Gospel if we are really concerned to make its beauty more clearly recognized and accepted by all. Of course, we will never be able to make the Church's teaching easily understood or readily appreciated by everyone. Faith always remains something of a cross. It retains a certain obscurity which does not detract from the firmness of its assent. Some things are understood and appreciated only from the standpoint of assent, which is a sister to love, beyond the level of clear reasons and arguments. We need to remember that all religious teaching ultimately has to be reflected in the teacher's way of life, which awakens the assent of the heart by its nearness, love, and witness. Here ends our reading. Just a brief addition to what we read. The Pope says that faith always remains something of a cross, a task to work on. St. Augustine puts it that Christian life is a toiling work like cultivating an uncultivated land. It requires investment into our lives, into the way in which we live, revising, preparing our decisions. But this highlights how important it is for the local Christian community and for local Christians to work on their faith, to nourish their faith. And the way of life which the Pope mentions, which as a daily witness can draw near people to faith. Part of this daily witness is our daily participation in the life of the local church. That's why it's so important that whether we attend a service during the week online, but if there is a chance, we always have to make the effort to join the local parish, the local community to which we geographically belong. And just being there gives a quiet support to that community. And daily working on our relationship with the Lord is also important, because through these personal works and communal works, we really create something which is the ethos of the very early medieval Benedictine monasteries, that these small religious communities were places where the culture of love, of civilized life, where the love of reading, the heritage of previous generations, cultural heritage of previous generations and centuries were preserved, cultivated, and then handed over when better times came. So this monastery without more walls to which we form and work on is so important to keep these islands of culture and civilized life alive. And let these small communities be islands of peace, where peace and saying no to war is the categorical imperative.